Okay, girls, these are the notes for multiplying and dividing using algebra. This is 5E. So we want to write expressions. We talked about this last week without using the times and the divide. So we want to write without using multiplication signs. So we're going to write 2x, y, z. We just remove them and put the letters next to each other. Write without using multiplication and division. So this would be 5ab. Oh, that's a 2. Better fix that. 5 times a times b divided by c. Okay, now when we multiply expressions, algebraic expressions, it's pretty much that you multiply the numbers together, the ones we can see, and then you just put the letters, so kind of combine with the pronumerals. Okay, so let me look at this. It says 3x times 8xy. Okay, I could see that in my book as 3x times 8xy. I could write it like that with just two brackets, and that would mean multiplication. Okay, so if I'm going to do that, I multiply the numbers together. So 3 times 8 is 24, and then I kind of combine the letters. So if I have x times x, we're going to have to think back. X times x is x squared. You can see why we don't want to use the multiplication sign anymore. It gets confusing. So we've got to remember that when we multiply letters together, we have to use our squares. And there's just one y there, so I'll just put the y. And I'm done. Finished. Okay, so this is 4 times 2, and then an a, and a b, and a c. And that's it. It's very easy. Okay, dividing is a little bit different. But when I divide, I make the fraction, so I get 4xy over 2x. That's what division means. This is the division bar, the vinculum. And when I do that, I want you to be really careful with this. I first just look at the letters. So I do 4 on 2. Well, 4 on 2 is just 2. So that's done. Then I look at the letters one letter at a time. So I'll look at the x's, and I've got the x's there. And if the x's are exactly the same, you know, anything over itself, I can just cross them out. They're gone. X divided by x is 1. It's a big pink 1 there. And the y is just left sitting there, so I can write that. Okay, so when I divide expressions, what do? I look at the numbers as a division fraction that I'm just simplifying. 4 divided by 2. And then I look at the letters, and I can cancel out. Okay, so letters one at a time, and then cancel out if possible. So let's rewrite 14x squared divided by 6x. Okay, so I simplify the fraction first. I look at 14 on 6. 6 doesn't go evenly into 14. So I just reduce the fraction. 2 goes into each number. So 7 over 3. I leave it like that. Then on the top, I really have x times x, don't I? And on the bottom, I have just x. So if I have x times x on the top, I can cross this out to make 1. And I'm left with 7x on 3. Okay, so what I want you to do is try these questions out of 5E. And then maybe watch the next video.